And we're live. We have slow internet, but we're happy that you're able to join us because we're not going to be slow when we're talking today. So thank you. We are at the Festival Foods Support Office. We're in De Pere, Wisconsin. I'm Amy.
And I'm Karen.
And we're talking Thanksgiving because we are 22 days away from Thanksgiving.
What?
Yes.
No way, really? Wow. It seems like baseball season just ended and now it's Thanksgiving.
It actually did just end,
yeah.
So how about that? And who would have thunk it but our friends and colleagues at Festival Foods. We work very hard to make Thanksgiving, and I think the holidays collectively, easier for you. So, and yay, we got our first comments. We're so excited to be seeing your comments. So thank you for joining us, and we're already at 14 viewers, and I know Karen and I are really excited to be talking about all the things that we do really well, that all of our colleagues do really well across the state in terms of helping people, but I think probably the most prominent one that we want to talk about today is the deli. And I don't know that people would necessarily think deli and Thanksgiving.
Well, and I think because being in retail for so long, it's like, well, that just only makes sense that we all work really hard, so we let the deli do all the work for our cooking for us.
Yes.
Because I typically have always worked on Thanksgiving Day, which is great. It's awesome fun, or I'm working at the turkey trot or something. So who's going to do the cooking? Oh, the deli.
Yes.
Let's let the deli do the cooking this year, right?
And the bonus is not even if you're working on Thanksgiving Day, we can still take care of everything for you. And it's not just, we don't just do one type of meal. Like you just pick up the same one that we have for everybody, which is super nice. I see that Maria, I think it's Maria, would like to win a turkey, and we should probably talk about that a little bit. We are doing a giveaway during our conversation today.
We are?
We are.
Can I win?
Today we're doing one. So we are going
Not just
to...
one?
No.
How many?
We're giving away 3.
Yay.
So 3, because we want to highlight the 3 different sized meals that are available at our deli, which I think make a ton of sense because families come in all shapes and sizes.
Yes, and they're fantastic. And the reason, and a lot of people think, oh, really, do I want to let someone else do the cooking? Yes. For one thing, if you're working that day, if you've been working right up to that day, there's so many different reasons.
Yes.
You know, if I had a beautiful kitchen like this test kitchen we're in, I might consider cooking, but I don't.
You don't want to make it dirty.
So why? Yeah, why do that? There's so many different reasons why it makes sense. I had a friend last year. His wife ended up having surgery right before Thanksgiving, so he was in charge of the meal. So he calls me up. Hey Karen, what do you think about those turkey dinners from the deli? It's like, do it.
Yeah.
So, and we've got the different sizes, whether it's just a couple people, you can't get 2 family, or they can't get to you, a couple people, or you've got a whole gang.
So that would be our small, and our small is for 2 to 3 people, which is not,
yes.
I mean, it's like perfect if you just have a small family, or if you're visiting somebody in like a nursing home, for example, and you just want to have a small intimate gathering. You don't, we don't have 15 people, but
someone's sneaking in
our
on
friend
us.
Bill is here.
He said these ladies look like they like some wine.
Oh yeah, of course. Go for some wine,
we are talking to Bill because what better part of any holiday table is the wine component of the table?
Yeah, you have to have a little wine with your holiday.
What'd you bring
dinners,
us, Bill?
of course.
Yes, what'd you bring?
Well, we have Ghost Spines here. It's a red blend, which is very popular, of course. Red blends are a growing category for us.
We're gonna be all
Did you bring a corkscrew?
I did. I'm sure I can find one.
Is it noon yet?
No, it is.
Well, I think people would think that Thanksgiving in and of itself is wine fest, but we actually have like a legitimate wine fest.
We do. Currently going on right now, we have Wine Fest going in. It's basically all 750 milliliters are 12% off.
That's this size?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep, that's
okay.
that
So
size.
this size,
Your
I can get
bottle.
12% off?
12% off. Every bottle. Yep,
How many
every
can I
bottle.
buy,
So
Bill?
as many as you like. Karen's going to hit it up, I'm sure. So that's going on right now for our Wednesday stores, which is the Southern Market, Milwaukee, Eau Claire, La Crosse, and then it kicks off Sunday in our Green Bay and Valley stores.
And can I test wine?
Yeah, of course, we have tons of samplings going on, all from 11 to 6.
11 to 6.
Yep,
so you come in
got
and
it.
sample wine during Wine Fest.
Yes.
Right?
And I think for a lot of people, look at those wine aisles because they're obviously stacked with a wide variety. We have a ton.
Yep.
And I think people are intimidated by that. Like, I don't know what to buy, and then you don't perhaps want to buy a bottle and then not like it, and then you're out whatever that cost is. But I think we do a good job of helping people.
We do, and that's where the samplings really help too. We do our best, not only during Wine Fest, but all the time, especially during busy shopping times, have samplings going on. And if you ever are questioned whether you think you're going to like something or not like something, our wine and spirits experts will be willing to open it up for you and you can try it out.
And it's a matter too of just talking to them about I'm having this on the table, what goes with it, and they know that kind of stuff, right?
They definitely do. Yep, they're very knowledgeable when it comes to whether it's your Thanksgiving meal or any pairing that you'll be doing.
And what if I like beer?
Oh,
they know how to pair beer with the meal now, right? I love that they talk about if you're having this for your meal, but you've got beer drinkers, because we are in Wisconsin.
Yes, and the craft beer craze is obviously growing like crazy. So the more knowledge we have in the craft beer, the better.
Kayla's got a question.
We've got a question for Bill. What's a good red wine that goes with the traditional Thanksgiving dinner foods?
The best
Good one.
for Thanksgiving, I would say, is Pinot Noir. It's a real good right in between blend. It's not real heavy like a Cabernet, but it pairs really well. We're actually going to have a Thanksgiving pairing end cap coming up here, and one of the features on the end cap is going to be a Pinot Noir that pairs well with turkey.
And for those that don't speak grocery, that's just the end of the aisle.
Yep, exactly.
So you'll be able to see when you kind of come around the corner that everything should be set up really nicely for you there. And I think when you mentioned Pinot Noir, I mean, there are a wide variety that we have, but also a wide range of price points.
Yeah.
So people might think, oh my gosh, those Pinot Noirs, those are like $50. But I think there are some legitimately good Pinots out there that are even in the $10 to $20 range.
Very much so. And each of our sections in the store are price flowed from top to bottom, left to right. So it goes from lowest to highest. So if you go to the Pinot Noir section, it's all organized and ready to roll.
Bill is just a fountain of information. I was just impressed that someone asked, and boom, he had an answer right there for it. Nice job, Bill. We're impressed.
I try my best.
Awesome. So we have Wine Fest happening for a number of our stores. That started on Wednesday, and then we hit the Green Bay market with that fest on Sunday.
Correct.
But really, anytime between now and the holidays, anybody can raise their hand and say, I have no idea what I'm doing in this department, and somebody will help them.
Someone is always willing to help.
There's always the friend that wants a scotch, or they're a scotch drinker or whatever, and you have no clue what does that mean. I'm always impressed to go into our wine and spirits department and say, help me buy some scotch or whatever it happens to be. And boy, they know
that's our favorite part of the workday is working with guests and sharing knowledge and helping you complete your meal or your dinner or whatever it might be. So
cool. Well,
great.
thanks for stopping
by.
by.
Thank you. Hey,
thanks for the present, Bill. We'll see you later.
Enjoy.
So we said Wine Fest is happening in many stores now. So is Prep for Thanksgiving, and that's kind of why we're here. And we did want to mention the giveaway. So we are giving away one small dinner, which feeds 2 to 3 people, one medium-sized dinner, which is 4 to 5 people, and then a large dinner, which feeds like 8 people.
Yeah,
that's a downright feast.
I know, 8 to 10. And I usually went with, when I normally had 4 people, so I went with the medium dinner, the 4 to 5, and there was always leftovers. I supplemented that with pie and maybe some other things, but really there's enough there, unless you've got some really, big mashed potato eaters or something, and you want to buy some extra. And of course our deli has got all kinds of extra side dishes that you can purchase in addition to what comes. We should probably say what comes with the meal, Amy.
But it's not just turkey either. I mean, we can be a little outrageous and go with something like a ham dinner or a prime rib dinner. And I'll be honest, I'm an Ohio native, so I was not aware of the prime rib Wisconsin phenomenon. That is clearly a thing.
Yeah, we started, I think it was last year, we started with the prime rib dinners, and that has gone amazingly because it's expensive to go out for prime rib. This way you can buy the prime rib dinner. It comes with the twice baked potatoes, roasted asparagus, and cranberry fluff.
Okay, so we're going to drop some fluff knowledge because as being an Ohio native, I was not aware of the fluff phenomenon, but that is also a thing, and perhaps you can provide some insight.
Well, fluff is a big deal. We've got all kinds of fluffs. In fact, probably one of the most requested recipes from our deli are our various fluffs, the Oreo fluff and the whatever else we have. Right now, with the meal, you get cranberry fluff. So basically, being someone who doesn't actually do the cooking, I do the buying of these things. It's whipped cream and marshmallows and cranberries and assorted other things, and it's fluffy.
But it's that little bit of sugar, little bit of
Yes.
sweet at the end of the meal that I think everybody kind of looks forward to, because it's really rich, really delicious food, but you kind of need that sweet at the end. So we want you to tell us, what would you like to win? Would you like to win a small dinner? Would you like to win a medium-sized dinner? Would you like to win a large one? And we will randomly select from there. But we want you to be telling us what you're interested in, and we want you to know too, also new this year, is our call center.
Yes, yeah, really nice, because the delis are super busy this time of year, and we want to be able to answer all of your questions, and people do have questions about these dinners. So we've got a call center right here in this building. You'll be calling. I'll give you the number.
Yeah.
920-425-4721. I'll give that again at the end if you still need to get a pen or something. But you can call there, and we have got some very knowledgeable folks answering the phone. So if you have questions, what comes with the meal? What else can I get? What other side dishes can I get? Can I buy more stuff? Well, certainly you can. And then place your order, and we will have it ready for you. So again, now you've got your pen ready, right? 920-425-4721. That's where you can call and place your order for any of our dinners.
Yes.
They want to know, when do turkeys arrive?
Are they talking like for the meat department? Probably. I'm going to go with that. We've got the frozen turkeys are in now. You'll see within the next week or so that big run in the meat department is going to be just overloaded with the frozen turkeys. Fresh will be just a little bit later than that, because of course a shorter shelf life on those. But yeah, pretty soon the meat department will be Turkey Central, and they can answer so many questions too, because there's so many different kinds of turkeys out there right now. In addition to turkey, we'll have geese, we'll have Cornish game hens, we'll have duck, all of that sort of thing too.
And obviously, our meat department is stocked with people who can help.
Yes.
When it comes to how to cook it, how much to buy, what to do, how to, basically take you from 0 to 60 pretty fast.
Yeah, they're really good and very knowledgeable. They know how long it takes to thaw a frozen turkey and the safe way to do that too. Because again, people will come in on Thanksgiving morning and want a frozen turkey. It's like, you're not planning to eat today, right? Not today.
Right.
That's when you go to the deli and get the dinner too. So we've got it both ways. We'll do the cooking for you with our deli turkey dinners, or if you want to do your own, we got a variety of turkeys for that too.
Yeah.
And in addition to turkey this year, what have we got? That rib roast. That looks
We
so
do, and we
fantastic.
mentioned prime rib, which is an option in our deli, but we also have the grand rib roast, which is brand new in our meat department. And if you just scroll down on our Facebook page, we have just a nice looking, well, it's a video, but that gorgeous cut of meat. We actually gave one away, and we heard we have a question.
When ordering a dinner, is mac and cheese from the deli included as a side option?
It's not included in the dinner, but you can certainly buy it as a separate. In fact, we should probably explain.
Yes.
What comes with the dinner is, well, the turkey, of course, old-fashioned stuffing, real mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy green bean casserole, and cranberry fluff. So that's what comes with the meal, but certainly that mac and cheese is really good. I had that for lunch yesterday from the deli. But you can certainly buy any of those side dishes and then just let them know when you're ordering it you want that, so it'll be ready to go.
Well, and it's not just a matter of the ease of picking it up, but they package everything so nicely together. So if it's a matter of, yes, I want to add mac and cheese, then that's in its own nice little container, and everything is in a box that you can just put in your cart and take out of there.
And
it's
away
like
you go.
magic.
I know, it's awesome. And
It's
then
like
you
the
go
deli
home.
elves.
I know. And actually, it does come. It's cold, and I want to make sure people know that you do need to heat it up when you get home. And then I put it in my own bowls to make it look like I actually cooked it myself. My family knows better. But it does come cold, and you have to reheat. If you would like it heated, we will do that for you. There is an extra charge, and you'll want to make sure that you ask for that. But any other side dishes that you want, let us know. And again, the elves in the deli department will have it ready for you.
But we should note too, there are very specific instructions in every meal. So we're not leaving you on your own to try to figure it out. This is definitely something that we want to make it as easy as possible, and we have very detailed instructions. Not necessarily instructions, but we are excited to give you kind of a sneak preview about our holiday guide. But before we get to the holiday guide, we heard we have a question. Kayla's going to yell it out.
Someone would like to know if you can heat the turkey in the oven or just the microwave.
No, I do mine in the oven. It can be either, but it's a whole turkey that you do. And then on that Amy was talking about, the guide for how to do things, it's actually so spelled out, it will tell you this will take this long, so do this now, and then heat this, and then do that. And yeah, so you can do it in the oven. You have to have a pretty big microwave, I think, for it, unless you want to cut it up and do it that way too. But yeah, the instructions are set up to show you, so you can pull it out of the oven and look what I made.
Right. And these are all pretty, I think, pretty traditional options for Thanksgiving, but we have our holiday handbook that I'm very excited to tell you about. And this is going to be in stores coming up. And in it, we just have some really good ideas. We have everything from information about wine and cheese to just, fun dips and other things that you can try to experiment with. Say, for example, you want to do one of our deli meals and spend some more time actually making your own apps and stuff. Rock on. You can totally do that. So this is just another way for you to get some creativity, not just on the dinner table, but throughout the evening or the afternoon, however long you plan on feasting. So that's another option for you that's going to be available in our stores. And we should talk about, too, Thanksgiving Day itself obviously can be an event for people, but there's another event that we host that we're particularly excited about now in 10 cities across the state. And what is that, Karen?
That would be the Turkey Trot. Yay! Love the Turkey Trot. It actually started out in 3 locations. We're in 10 locations, so pretty much wherever you travel throughout Wisconsin, there'll be a Turkey Trot nearby. So what is the Turkey Trot?
What is it?
Okay,
what is it?
Glad you asked. Glad you asked.
Drama.
It is a 2-mile walk or a 5-mile run. Everything goes to the local community, to the Boys and Girls Club or the YMCA. So all of the proceeds go to that. We've given over $1 million, I think 1.5 is what we said over the years. So thanks to all of you, and thank you to all of our sponsors for that. And if you say, "Ooh, I don't know, 2-mile walk," you can do it. Trust me, this is an excellent walk or run for people who aren't quite sure if they can do it. It's so much fun. You get the race bib, you get the whole starting line and the music and the fun, and there's dogs. The dogs are at the end. You can bring your dog for the dog jog, kids and strollers, grandma, everybody. And that's a big deal. Every year we have a different shirt color. So this year, what is it, Karen? That is the most asked question about the Turkey Trot. What is the shirt color? And I have every single one of them. So I was trying long sleeve cotton shirt, perfect for these days that are kind of cold, but not really. It's a perfect shirt for that. And you can show that, hey, I did it, went through. So, and this comes with your very minimal registration fee. You get that. Not only that,
What else?
there's more. You get a pie. Seriously, when you are done doing your 2-mile walk or your 5-mile run, you get a pie, a pumpkin pie that you can take home. The one we give out is actually slightly smaller than this, so some people eat it right there at the finish line. Others take it home, and everybody has their own little personal pie. Or you can donate the pie. If you're going to end up with too many of them, or you don't want pumpkin pie, whatever, you've already got your own, you can donate that. And we've got various organizations throughout all of our communities that collect them and then use them at their dinners, such as the Salvation Army or various pantries.
Well, and I'm a big fan of, I have to have whipped cream on my pumpkin pie. And I know that it's one of those things that I don't just keep in the house, so I'm always stopping. I know, weird, right? I'm always stopping by Frozen Food Dairy so I can grab it, and we will have that there, as well as those other little things that you only buy for the holidays.
Yes, being there on Thanksgiving Day, and we were talking beforehand that the things that people look for the most when they come in shopping on Thanksgiving Day would be milk, whipped cream, and probably a bottle of wine. I know that's what people forget, or it's the hostess gift or whatever with the wine. But it's so funny how people will come running in and know, oh my gosh, we forgot the whipped cream. We got to get some. Yes. So we'll be there. We'll be fully stocked. We'll have plenty of whipped cream. But yeah, when you're done with your turkey trot, you'll get a pie. Bring a fork. We don't supply those. So if you want to eat it after you're done with your 5-mile run, bring or.
Just go.
I won't do that, but yeah, I've seen people do that. But yeah, sign up for the Turkey Trot. FestivalFoodsTurkeyTrot.com is where you can go to sign up. Just pick your location where you want to do it. Like we said, 10 around the state, Madison and
Janesville
this year.
Brand new this year, and we're just thrilled to be in those areas where our stores are new and we're still getting to know people in a lot of ways, and we just really love being parts of the community and seeing the money that we raise through that race stay in those communities.
Yes, it stays there, it gets out, and the Ys and the Boys and Girls Club are also great partners. They help us find volunteers. They actually staff a lot of the volunteers, and that's another option. If you aren't so much into the getting out and running or walking, you can sign up to volunteer on Wednesday or Thursday. And we should say the Thanksgiving Trot is at 8 a.m. Thursday morning, Thanksgiving Day. You'll be done and out of there by 10 a.m. at the very latest, so plenty of time to get home or pick up your dinner or whatever it is you want to do.
Well, and we know from many people and their families, this has become part of their Thanksgiving weekend. I mean, this kind of is the start, and in my mind, it's kind of a nice way to center for the whole day ahead, because it can be a lot to do with family.
And it's so much fun. And each year it gets bigger and bigger, because I talk to a lot of people who do the turkey trot that say, well, it was just 2 of us, and then more people and more people. There's actually a gentleman in Fond du Lac that's got about 22 family members, his kids, his grandkids, and he buys for everybody. So I've talked to him to get him signed up. And how fun is that?
That's so fun.
Because the first year no one wanted to do it with him, and then pretty soon it's everybody wants to do it. So a great
and we're
fun
excited
event.
to start that tradition in Madison and in Janesville. And in Madison, we are hosting Ron Dane, the great Wisconsin football player.
Really?
Will be there
Is he
signing
running?
autographs. I
We
know
don't
he will be at the start and finish, greeting people
Okay.
and giving high fives and doing autographs.
Fun.
So that's a huge thing for us, and we're
Wow.
right there. That Bree Stevens Field will be kind of the hub of activity in Madison, and that's right by our store. And I think it's a great opportunity for people to realizing at the last minute, oh, I need or I have to get, and we're right there to take care of all their needs. And we mentioned the fact that Thanksgiving isn't really just one day, right? It's a whole 4-day weekend for many people. And I think by the time Saturday rolls around, your inclination to do any kind of cooking is just gone.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good time for us to mention those one-step prep meals that we have now in our meat department.
And those are amazing. We're eating them more than I should probably admit to. But again, if you want something but you don't really feel like cooking, you're cooked out, or you just don't want to deal with it, those one-step preps, whether you do the microwave, we've got those really tasty salmon, whatever, for the microwave, or the ones in the oven. Now, I was always a big TV dinner fan, so I'm going to call these are like TV dinner on steroids. Would that be the way to do it? They're fantastic. You put them in the oven, bake them. It's like you're actually cooking. But again, someone else has done the work ahead of time. But you pull it out of the oven like, look what I made.
But it's everything from tenderloin to meatballs to fish to shrimp.
Chicken breast.
So there's a whole wide variety. So when Saturday rolls around or Sunday afternoon rolls around and you have zero inclination to do anything, all you need is a one-step prep meal. But on Thanksgiving, you can pick up one of our small, medium, or large dinners. And not by pickup, but I mean, you'll have ordered them ahead of time, but we are giving away one of each of those sizes to one of our commenters. So just let us know, or if you're team medium, team large, or team small, and you're in the running for one of those, and we'll be awarding those in the comments, and we'll follow up with the winners tomorrow. So that's a great way for us to kind of round out or really get into the November pool that is the holiday preparation season. And we did want to circle back on the fact that we have a call center this year, which is new, so we can help people before they get into the store.
Just really, really making it bigger and better, because these meals are getting more and more every year. More and more people are finding out, wow, why am I doing all the work? I want to enjoy the holidays. I want to do the turkey trot, or I want to spend time with my family and not cooking or shopping ahead of time. And of course, if you love to do the shopping ahead of time, we're all about that. We got that down. But if you want to do a meal instead, give us a call, 920-425-4721. That's our call center. We've got some really knowledgeable associates there that can answer your questions, and we can answer questions now too, but they maybe have a little more knowledge. But give them a call. They would be happy to place the order for you, answer any questions, make sure it's ready at the location where you want to pick it up.
And when it comes to prices or that phone number, you can find that all in the link that we'll include in a comment field for this, and that has prices, has the phone number, and has all the information that you need when it comes to how to make these meals happen in your home. And I should say, probably one of the last in our stores, one of the last stops that people make before they hit the register would be our bakery, and that's kind of the end of the meal as well.
Yes.
So we mentioned pumpkin pie, but we're stocked with pies and other goodies in our bakeries.
All kinds of things. And in our house, it's not, because you have your pumpkin pie, and usually we've got the pumpkin pie from the turkey trot, but we've got someone who wants French silk, we've got someone who wants pecans, so we've got all those different flavors for everyone. Cookies, all kinds of decorated cookies. Well, buns, we can't forget, you've got to buy, and there's all kinds of really fresh baked buns. We have scratch bakeries. You don't get that everywhere. Festival's one of the last places that still have the scratch bakeries, which is why it smells so good in there. And then I'm thinking ahead for the weekend. We've got that pizza dough that's already made, that you can buy that in the bakery. We make the dough for you. Again, make it easy that you can do your own pizza after that. But that's another thing you can pick up, so stop by the bakery. And Kayla's waving her hand. Who wants to know something?
All right, Mike just joined the conversation. He wants to know, how do you win these dinners?
All you have to do is write what you're interested in winning. In a comment field, you can either write that you'd like a small dinner, a medium dinner, or a large one, and you'll be in the running, and we'll award those tomorrow. But we did want to note, we mentioned making things easier, and Karen mentioned pizza dough. I'm a big fan of our cookie dough, and that the dough part of the process is taken out of the equation if you have small kids. And not just the dough itself, but we now have these kits, these decorating kits, which I think for any parent, having your kid do something that doesn't involve a Kindle or an iPad for like an hour is an amazing thing. And that everything is packaged perfectly in our bakeries, and you can get those and entertain the kids with it's sugar and not electronics. But either way, there's some winning involved.
Yes. Oh, another one. Okay.
So Vicky wants to know, what is the order deadline if she wants to order a dinner?
Well, we've got, there's a few options here. If you want to get in on our early bird, you can get $5 off of it, and that is ordering before
end of next week.
Before the end of next week, if you order, you'll get $5 off. But really, you can order up until